morning, Smokin' Honey. Welcome in. Today's a very exciting day. As you can see, we've got the spread. For those of you who have started following us, you know that we've been doing a fundraiser for just try and raise some money for a local baseball team here. And today's the big cook. Here we have 10 pork shoulder butts that we're gonna get prepped and ready. And then I'm gonna sort the smokers up, and we're gonna have 2 smokers going. I got my Pit Boss, and then I have a new toy that I gotta introduce to you guys as well. I'm very excited about that. All right, we got our gloves on, and now we're ready to score our butts. So we're gonna cut it about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch deep, trying just to get those nice little lines. We're gonna work diagonally, and then we'll rotate them all. Alrighty, we got them all scored, and now we're ready to season. To start out, we're gonna start with a nice little salt. Alright, we got these flipped over now. I'm just seasoning these tops again, starting with that base salt. Alright, so we got the salt added. Next up, just regular black pepper. Don't worry, I got more. Some of you might be saying, that's not enough pepper. I have more. Next up, a little garlic, granulated garlic. Got the garlic powder added. Next up, little onion powder. Now this is all I have of this, so I might have to go and make a run for this. All right, and then the secret ingredient, or the secret seasoning, that is kind of going into and tying into everything, the whole concept and theme of this cook, to help find a base, is Kinder's Cherry Cola. We're gonna rock this today. So if that didn't give you a hint, these pork butts and the theme of these pork butts are gonna be a little bit of a cherry based theme. We're gonna have a little bit of cherry infused products all throughout everything we make. That's one side done. I'm gonna flip them back over and get the same exact thing going, the same exact process done on the top side. All right, y'all. As you can see, we got them all seasoned up and ready to go. Let me go start these fires. Let's get them going. All right, Smokin' Honey. We are all set up, ready to go. As you can see, we're right at sunrise here, and we're ready to get these babies going. Now, like I said, we're gonna be running 2 different smokers today. The last toy was featured in our last video, and that was our Pit Boss right here, our Austin XL. Well, since that video, Smokin' Honey recently acquired a new acquisition, and introducing the new Oklahoma Joe. We're super excited about this. Now, please keep in mind that anything that we're working with, there's no affiliation. I certainly am not contracted with anybody or anything like that. So there's no product placement or anything like that. But just got this baby. Super excited for this big debut, in a way, to bring it in to our army of cookware, as you can see. So let's get these guys going. Just shy 8 a.m. So we got a long day ahead of us, but got this one loaded up, so I'm gonna shut her up. We're sitting at 225 degrees, so we got it right at temp. And then on our Oklahoma Joe here, I do have a dual reader on it. Currently, I've got one thread sitting at 241 degrees, and then the other one sitting at 221 degrees. So right in that range of where we want it. As you can tell, there's a hot spot on it, and that's closer to the fire. Shocker, right? Like, let's. All right, had to do some wiggling around, but there we go. 10 pork butts going at the same time, 2 different smokers. We're in for a great day, folks. Stick around, and let's see how we do. What's up, guys? Doing a little bit of a check-in here. If you all remember, we said at the start of this video that we do have a little bit of a theme going into this cook. And that theme is cherry. So what we have to go into our fire pit is a little bit of these cherry chunks that we're gonna add just a little bit of play on the word, a little bit of play on the flavor to hope get a little bit of that smoke built into that fire. So, what's up, everybody? It's time for a check-in. Anybody who knows anything about Oklahoma, if you can hear in the background, we're sitting right at noon. We got the noon sirens going on. Don't worry, folks. We are safe. It's not a tornado warning. We do this every Saturday. Check. I did have to move one around. It's starting to get a little overdone over here. I'm finding this one's burning a little bit warmer than this one. Even though this one, I'm running it. I have it at 250 right now. Still running a little bit cooler than what the actual fire smoker is, so that's something that I've learned. If that's an obvious, I didn't know it, so like I said, learning stuff here. We're still looking like we got quite a ways to go, and I'll probably be doing some jockeying all throughout the cook, but this one was at 113. So, sitting consistent here, this is 115, so we're sitting about the 1-teens internals on the pit boss right now. Moving over to the Oklahoma Joe. All right, so we got this one temping at 131, 130 so far. All right, see, this is what I'm talking about. This one's sitting here at 150 already, guys. We're sitting at 150. And let's try this one here. Finding that bone. Here we go, right by that bone. That one's sitting at 130, 134 actually. So these two aren't too far off, but this one, for some reason, I guess there's a little bit of a hot spot right here in the middle. But other than that, I'm pretty pleased. It's pretty cool to see, like I said, the temperature difference between this one and how it's burning differently. But this is part of the experiment, and still having fun with it. So thanks for checking in. Thanks for staying in with me. See you for the next one. All right, y'all. We're at that 8-hour mark on our cook. Sitting at about 4:30 right now. We're still looking pretty good. We're having some sitting at about 150, 160 range, but we also have some that are kind of lacking a little bit. Probably going to do some jockeying around, but I thought you guys would like a look and see and take a look at what we got here so far. All right, we're going to start over here in the pit boss. Now, if you remember, I've been having to jockey some around, and as you can see, it's pretty evident which ones have been moved over and the ones that have just stayed on the pit boss. Pretty crazy how it's got that much of a difference in color here. And then moving over here to the Oklahoma Joe, we still got some good smoke rolling here. Looking really good in here. All right, Smokin' Honey, it's that time. Let's get another temp check. We got stick tender, probe tender. Can't get much better than that. 180. $179. These are looking really good. And again, it's kind of crazy. Let me get this camera here so I can show y'all how you can see the difference in color. You can kind of see it from back here. Like the difference in color, and obviously this one has stayed in the pit boss the whole time, but all the rest of them were in the smoke, so or in the actual wood fire smoke. So I find that kind of interesting. That was definitely a cool learn for me on this experiment and working through this. It's been a great time. We're gonna start pulling some of these because I got to get them to the people who ordered them. All right, folks, as you all know, we've pulled a bunch, but there are 3 remaining left, and we are just about to pull those. So they look amazing, they smell amazing. We're temping at about 180, 180. All right, y'all. We just had our last little check-in on our last 3. I don't know that we're gonna get to do the pool. We're running out of sunlight here, and I only have 2 left that are ready to come pick them up. So I don't think we're gonna have enough time to do the whole bone pool and get them pulled apart or anything like that. So wanted to get this last check in. It's been a fun day. It's been a long day. It's definitely been an eye-opening day. I've enjoyed it every minute of the way. Had a lot of ups, had a couple downs, but you know what? It was a great time. I enjoyed doing it, and at the end of the day, I'd look forward to doing it again tomorrow. So that's what I'm here for. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sticking around as long as you did. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. And to those who participated in our fundraiser here in our first ever kickoff, my deepest gratitude to you all. Without you all, I wouldn't have been able to do this. So hopefully you all enjoyed it. Hopefully it fed your bellies, fed your families. And for my audience, thank you again so much for tuning in, for checking us out, sticking with us. And until next time, folks, it's been a blast.